look, and again, like I heard this from Jeffy here at most sports, like you need both. You need the talent, but you need the discipline as well. You need to be able to put the hard yards in.
And so for me, discipline's never really been an issue. I don't believe I'm the most talented guy on a dirt bike.
Right.
But I also believe that I can outwork that a little bit and I can learn skills and work on skills, which is what I'm doing right now. Is like skills is what make you fast, not so much fitness. You can be the fittest guy ever, but like if you're no good on a dirt bike, you're no good on a dirt bike. You could be David
Goggins running ultramarathons.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not going to be able to ride it. Yeah.
So it's like I know for me personally, the third factor is like it's mindset, and that's I think the biggest thing in every sport. And I know that's what I struggle with. It's just like a bit of self-doubt and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to work right now, and that's something I think a lot of people disregard. They work on their fitness again and dirt bike, but unless you're mentally there, it's like you're not doing anything.
Yeah, well, I'm a massive AFL fan, and footy clubs these days are investing a lot of time and money in that mindset, in that mental space. And I agree. I think it's so important. And like I used to facilitate, like in terms of leadership development and sales consulting, and we always spoke about the relationship between the result that you want, the things that you have to do to get the result. But before you can even do those things, you need to be in the mindset. If you're in a bad, negative mindset, well, guess how your actions and behaviors are going to be. Or if you're in that positive mindset, then obviously it's going to move into more positive actions and behaviors, which will equal better results.
Yeah. And something I've been working on as well is a belief that I'm trying to work with at the moment and go is not so much positive, negative. It's just neutral.
Okay.
So I believe that that's a huge thing for myself because it's hard to get fully into, but so if I come into the day and I'm super positive, I'm like, I'm going to have a killer day. Like I'm going to smash today. Obviously that's a good thing. That's a lot better than being like, I'm going to have a crap day. But what it does is it can throw the balance off. So I'm going to have an awesome day. Then I go out in qualifying. I don't get a good lap in and I qualify 20th, which could be the difference of 1 second in our sport sort of thing. So now I was believed I was going to be up here. I'm down here now and my emotions, it's like, because I was so high up, I've gone further down. Whereas if I just look at that as a neutral event, it's like there's just as many positives as negative. It's like, I got 20th, but which is a negative, you can say. But the positive is I learnt people got in my way of my clean laps, so I learnt where to pass and stuff. So it's like every event has equal amount of positives of negatives, basically. So everything balances out and you just stay level-headed.
I love that.
Which is... the more I'm studying like the mindset side of things and you see a lot of athletes, it is honestly something that would make me not like an athlete. But they'd finish a race or whatever and they'd win and they wouldn't be like going out like super pumped. They'd just be
talking
like
about all the things that were opportunities.
Or they'd just be super level. Like, it was good. I wish I sort of did this a bit better. And just be like super mellow. I'm like, what do you like? You celebrate it. But it's that I've listened to podcasts with those guys and they say that exact thing I'm speaking about. Like if I let myself go too high, then it's your expectations are up here.
Yeah, you're almost like setting unrealistic goals because you can't be the best every single day. You can't have the best day every single day. So saying that to yourself at the start of the day is bullshit. Like and then as soon as you get 20th and you've said that to yourself at the start of the day, the next time you try to say that to yourself, that has no merit, has no credit.
Exactly right.
What the other thing I was hearing and what you were saying was just it's so important to reflect. It's so important to think about the result you got, what you did to get that, and then what you can do to better yourself tomorrow.
For sure. Yeah, so much. And that's something that a lot of people don't do is, and I was pretty bad at it. I'm someone who doesn't typically blame other people or machinery or whatever. I just blame myself a lot of the times. But it's no good just being like, I did terrible without actually looking back and being like, why? So, and that's something I started to do as I was reflecting. I was like, okay, I had a bad race. Why did I have a bad race? What did I do wrong? Whereas it's just as important, I'm learning now to reflect and be like, what did you do good on your good days? Because typically that's something that a lot of people don't do. Is like, I'll go out and win a race. Next race I'll come fifth. But the one I won, I didn't dissect it at all. I was like, hell yeah, I'm awesome. I won the race. I killed it. But I won't look at why. And that's something I'm trying to start to do now. It's like, why did I have a good day? And then you try to replicate whatever the hell you did. Yeah.
That's so important, I think, for myself too, and I'm sure whoever's listening as well. I think it's really good. It's so easy just to fall in the trap of thinking of opportunity, and we all have that voice in our head that keeps us in our box and keeps us comfortable and doesn't want to try anything hard or push the boundaries because it's easy to be where we are now. And
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, shit. Also, just the importance of thinking about like what you did well. Like just to have self-confidence, to have self-esteem.